Happy Monday. Hello, Tom, Paul, Dan. Hello. It's Monday, everybody. We have an amazing show planned for you. Fuljens,
Anna.
what's up? Lala, Chris, hey. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Ecamm Network News and Entertainment. My name is Anna Heed.
And I'm Fuljens Henry. Happy Monday.
Happy Monday. Today we have an incredible show for you full of news and entertainment. We have an incredible guest today. His name is Jeff C. And he's going to be talking about all the social media trends that we can expect for 2023.
Yes.
And we also are announcing the Vlogmas winner of the NV7.
That's right. That's right.
Yes. And what else do we have going on, Fuljens?
Yeah, we have a lot of announcements.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
have. We're talking about the what's going on the YouTube channel. The shows are coming up, and we're also going to be talking about Leap into Live Selling, which is one. It's going to be incredible 2-day event hosted by Ecamm
Ecamm.
and Stephanie Liu, I believe, right?
Yes.
So we have details for you on that as well. But before we get into all this incredible content, let's see what's going on in the comments.
Yeah, we said hello to a few people earlier.
People are, Dan is wondering where your fedora is. Where is it?
No fedora today.
His hair is looking fine, so he does not need a hat.
Got a haircut. Finally. Roger, you totally get extra credit for dancing on camera.
Oh, yes,
Yes.
yes, awesome.
Paul Kelly, aloha. Good to see you here.
Wait, Zach is saying you guys are on, so it means lunchtime.
Yes.
Okay, well, enjoy your lunch.
Enjoy your
Doc.
lunch, good sir.
Deal Billy, what's up?
Hello, good to see you here, Kimberly. Good to see you.
Hey, okay.
Yes, it's going to be a year of leaps.
Yes, it is. And it's going to be incredible because it's going to be all about live selling. And that is what's going on, right? Just incredible. We have an incredible show for Building Blocks planned, which you guys are going to love. And it's going to include some type of live selling. So stay tuned for that as well. So, Fuljens, what do you think if we just open up with the winner? Or should we wait a little longer to see if they show up?
You gotta give a
Because
little.
we haven't seen it. We haven't seen the winner
Right.
in the comments
Give a
yet.
give a little bit of time.
So Dan, about that, actually, let's address this real quick. Dan is asking for his ENN mug. We had an extensive conversation today about the ENN mug, so stay tuned for that. It's going to be great. And you know, great things take a little bit of time, and that mug is going to be great.
Coming soon.
Yes.
Special customized yin and mug for Dan.
Yes. Okay. So let's talk about the shows that are coming up for all of you. And there's so many great master classes and shows planned for you, everyone. This is going to be an incredible quarter for everybody. So it's just it's
Yes.
exciting.
Yes. Yeah, we have an awesome lineup this week. We have Al Andrew, good to see you here. Doc,
Al.
yes, Doc is always a winner.
Yeah.
Yes. We have an awesome lineup this week. Tomorrow at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, it's The Flow with
Yes.
Doc and Katie. If you've ever wanted to consider bringing on guests onto your video podcast, or if you want to improve the process of bringing on guests, then this show is for you. The Flow video podcasting guest tomorrow at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Yeah, and they're going to be talking about how to find podcast guests, how many guests should you plan for, which is great, right? Guest checklist and process, which makes things so much easier if you do plan that. And sound checks, of course.
Yes.
Right, and so much more. So that is this Tuesday, tomorrow
Yes.
at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Yes, and then we fast forward to Friday at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's Building Blocks with yours truly.
We have Ecamm live demo at 2 p.m. Eastern
Yes.
Standard Time, and that's with Mr. Doc.
Everything ins and outs of Ecamm Live. Come with your Ecamm Live related questions. That's this Friday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Doc will answer them for you. And this Sunday, it's DJ Strick Content Planning with Tanya Smith. It's the stream show this Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Yeah, and that's gonna be great. We have fun with Strick.
Last
We
night, yes.
we had a lot of fun with him.
Absolutely.
Everything happened, right? We should have had that mug. Live happens.
Yeah, live happened last night.
a couple of
Live.
times. Live happens a couple of times last night, but we handled it pretty well.
We did good. Yeah, we managed
the whole
to
team.
like compile an hour together, right? Give or take an hour with all the live happenings. So.
Yeah, and there's going to be the rave. I'm pretty sure you heard all of it about live happening, right? How social media has changed just since November when ChatGPT got released to the public. And a lot of things have changed. We're actually going to be talking about that with Jeff. He will have more information about how is this going to change the content creation and what content can we expect and the quality of the content, which hopefully is going to be way better.
Yeah.
Right? Because it's something that's great. Doc had an incredible show on Saturday about it. And he spoke about it extensively. So if you would like to know more about it and how that's going to relate to us, how it relates to us creators, go ahead and check it out. It is on YouTube, Ecamm Live. You can check it out. Or Paul, please, you can add it in the comments.
Doc Rock's YouTube channel, Doc Rock.
Yes. Yeah, so that's right. We are going to have that mug. We are going to have that mug. So, okay, Fuljens Henry. We always look for ways to bring you guys different things for you to try. And tonight, we're bringing you a way for you to check your website, how your website is doing, or check the website of your competitors to see how it measures and what the things, where their traffic is coming from and things like that. So that is a great tool to use when you want to see if your campaigns are working, because analytics are amazing, right? You want to see where your traffic is coming from and what you could do to make those changes. All right, so here it is. The name of it is Similar Web, and we're going to pull it right up for you. There we go. So effortlessly analyze your competitive landscape. So let's get a website. I checked my website. My website needs some work. So give us a website that you would like to analyze, and we can write it here. So Fuljens, go ahead.
Let's do Netflix.
Okay. And then you scroll down and see, so it's like, what is it saying? Global rank is 21. Country rank 26. Pages per visit. Okay, you know what? And this is the thing, like, we look at this analytics, I'm pretty sure an analyst can just decipher this so quickly. Let's see. Continue to, let's compare it with Disney.
Disney Plus?
Yeah, right there. Look at that, right there. Let's compare
nice.
with Disney Plus.
It's like, yeah, we know.
We know you want to compare it. Okay.
Yeah, Netflix is ranked way higher. No, we don't want. Go away.
Yeah,
go away.
Click X. Click X. Okay, so Netflix is number 21 and Disney Plus is 115. Okay, let's check Hulu. Right, so let's check Hulu, and it has more information that you can check. Obviously,
Netflix is still up there
with Hulu. Oh my gosh, Hulu. Okay, yeah. Look at that. That's incredible. That's incredible. So, Fuljens, another thing that you actually found in Twitter was, because you're a Twitter guy and you love Twitter, and Twitter have some great information. So this is what Fuljens Henry found. We're speaking of AI, and there's a lot of AI talk all over the place. There are all of these great tools for us, like SimilarWeb, and it's just, things are getting, the tools are incredible for all of us. We get those tools and it makes us look really good. So this is another another app that Fuljens found, which is it's pretty good. Here we go.
Well, unfortunately, you have to be a PC user, but NVIDIA introduced eye contact AI. Eye contact AI with the AI called Maxine. I thought that was pretty cool. You can literally be reading notes, and it's AI showing as if you're making direct eye contact with the camera, right?
So like your side eye.
You can do side eye, and you're looking direct at the camera, right? And Maxine, that's not even the half of it. Maxine does a lot more. So
wait, so the teleprompters and looking at the monitor sideways is not going to be a big deal if people use this, right?
Right. And there's a demonstration for that right here. We're going to play that for you.
Okay, let's see this. This is exciting.
NVIDIA Maxine reinvents real-time video communication with the magic of AI. Thanks to Maxine, we can now hear and see each other better, and we feel more connected and included, even when language becomes a barrier. To stay engaged with my audience, Maxine helps me keep eye contact with everyone on the call, whether it's one person or 100, and even if I'm reading a script.
¿Cómo puedes superar las barreras del lenguaje con Maxine?
While I don't speak Spanish, with Maxine's help, now I can.
Ahora puedo hablar tu idioma con mi propia voz. Impresionante, ¿no?
Magnífico.
Pas mal, mais est-ce que Maxine comprend aussi d'autres langues?
Oh yes, absolutely.
Maxime me permet aussi de parler français et bien d'autres langues. Wir würden mehr über die Magie von Maxine erzählen, aber du musst dich bis zur nächsten GTC gedulden. Bleib dran, damit du nichts verpasst.
Wunderbar, ich bin dabei. Okay, so that's pretty cool. But okay, so you have to. So if you were on the call, you just have to, and it does it.
I think that was just for show.
That would be great.
Wait, what's going on? Oh, hold on. Let's turn that off. No. We don't need you anymore. Okay. Yes.
But that is, I can see that being useful but this is just for PC users?
NVIDIA is PC based. Yeah.
Okay. So is there one for Mac users?
No.
Something
PC,
like this?
I don't know.
That would be pretty cool, because then
that is
you don't
really
have to
awesome.
worry about. I mean, the language one was like her lips. You can tell it wasn't her, right? And the way it was,
right.
Right. So I'm pretty
But
sure
not
they're going to
bad.
develop it a little bit
Yeah.
more. But it's pretty good
They
invention.
were talking about Maxine in April of 2023, and look how far it's gone.
Yeah.
Progress so far. And then so April in 2023 we were talking about Maxine, and then this past holiday they introduced the eye contact AI to NVIDIA broadcast.
Yeah. That is great.
Yeah. And yes, we can now talk to Doc.
No, we can now talk Doc. So it's like, okay, Doc. Look, but you can talk Doc.
No, in Japanese. Right? Yeah, exactly.
Okay, gotcha,
exactly.
gotcha. Okay.
I can do that now if we're gonna do Japanese or Korean. Yes. Can you imagine? That is so awesome. I think that is pretty awesome. Yes, David Hunt, that is wild. And that would be an awesome feature request, right? Can we translate at the snap of a finger?
Right. I mean, because then it will be a sound trigger, but it has to be a specific, right? It has to be specific, like all of it. But
I
then,
will dust off a PC to try that out. Yes, you can stream faded with your eyes when your eyes will look up faded.
and all of these incredible technologies that are coming up is exciting. And I heard I read it. I don't remember the name of it, but Apple in collaboration with someone else is having a watch that is going to it's already there, but you can only have it with prescription, and it will help stop nightmares. And this is actually made for veterans. So when they are having those bad nightmares, it will stop the nightmares from happening. And it supposedly takes about 2 weeks to log in the pattern of sleep for it to work. But that is incredible that things like that the things that AI is doing and software engineers are doing to help humanity, right? It's just
accessibility, yes.
Yeah. So that's who I've heard about that one, because that one I was reading about it and I was like, oh, that's great.
That's pretty awesome.
Great.
Yeah, I've been hearing about that.
Yeah, that's pretty good. All right, everyone. So we have our guest. We're so excited to have him. He's going to talk with us about social media trends, what was really hot in 2022 and transferred to 2023, and what other trends we can expect in 2023. And his name is
Jeff C. for Social Media News Live.
Yes, and Jeff has been so incredible. He is an international speaker and visual marketing consultant, specializing in Pinterest visual marketing and video.
He hosts Social Media News Live show and podcast where he keeps his viewers up to date on what's happening in the world of social media. Jeff is also head beard at Manly Pinterest Tips.
And he has worked with and produced visual content for various companies, including Guy, Kawasaki, and Social Media Examiner, and more. So without further ado, here is Jeff.
Hey, thank you guys so much for having me. I'm excited to be here. This is fun.
Yes,
Jeff.
thank you for coming, Jeff.
It's so weird being on the other side where you're not pressing the buttons. I don't, like when you guys come on my show, it's gonna be like it just feels weird. Like I gotta hit this button and I just show up. It's kind of nice. So,
yeah, it
thanks
is.
for having me on.
It is.
It's like taking a little break.
That's
Right,
right.
Jeff, your resume is incredible. Let me tell you. So congratulations on all the amazing things you are doing out there and how you keep all of us updated in the world of social media news. And that is just great job that you're doing.
Well, thank you.
Yeah. And my first question to you, because we have many, is how do you find Ecamm Live?
How do I like Ecamm Live?
How do you find it?
Oh,
How do you learn about Ecamm Live first, when your first contact?
good gracious. I mean, back in the day, I was trying every single thing. I still have it. I have a streaming PC that I was using. I was trying the web-based stuff. And then I think I met Katie and the guys at Social Media Marketing World one time. And then I just started, trying their stuff and talking with them. I'll tell you, I've tried a bunch of live platforms, and Ecamm has the best community. So Doc Rock, I know you're a big part of that. You guys are awesome. And that's what I think makes such a great company. And they also listen. Like I've had the guys call me and say, "Hey, let's do a meeting. We want to know what you want and why you like this or this," and they try to integrate it in the software. And I'm blown away by the level of customer support, the stuff it can do. Even back at like when I first started using it, there was something magical about Ecamm that actually made it look better than every other stream out there. I mean, I know it's some magical stuff that they do with the hardware and all this, the programming stuff, but the camera just looked better and had the best quality. And so I started using that. When I left Social Media Examiner and started my own show, they came on as a sponsor, which was awesome from the beginning. They supported me. So I've just been a big fan for as long as I can remember. They're the best people around. And I just can't say enough about them. They're just great. They just really are. And I use them as an example, just not as a company, but the way they have used community, like having this show and other shows and Doc teaching things. And it's fabulous. And I'm like, if you're doing any sort of presentation or live video, if you have a Mac, it makes no sense not to have Ecamm. So I hope I said a nice, hope Katie was listening, by the way.
She will get a copy of this.
Yes,
Jeff, don't worry about it.
No, I mean, I was using them before they sponsored the show. So I used them, because like I said, I was testing everything. We use different things for Social Media Examiner. But the stuff they're doing now, and we'll get into it later, but it's just one of the best platforms out there.
Agreed, 100%, and it's not biased, right? It's just what it is.
Yes.
It's just
And you can
exactly
build
what
it from
is.
scratch is the thing. Like, I mean, there's nothing else that lets you have the level of customization. And that's what I like. If you're a tinkerer, you like to build shows and make them look great like this one, there's no other software that really can do it as easily as Ecamm.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
100%. Yes. All right. So, everyone, say hello to Jeff in the audience now that you know a little bit more about him. And, Jeff, let me tell you something. Your beard's looking great.
Oh, thank you. I
Yes,
tried.
it is.
It takes a long time to glue it on in the morning, but once you get it going, it's fine.
It's good to go.
Yeah, exactly.
So, Jeff, before we get into the social media news and trends, is out there. I mean, everybody has been talking about it. What is your opinion on ChatGPT?
So that was one of my big, going to be talking about the predictions. I think this, there's always a year of something. It's the year of podcasting. It's the year of live video. I think from what I've seen so far, it's going to be the year of AI. And so I always I know it's scary when people see it. And if you haven't played with ChatGPT and the OpenAI stuff, it is scary good. I mean, it is really scary how awesome it is. But I look at it as an opportunity. So I think a couple things are going to change. I think as this develops, as of the way I see it now, that people are going to start not trusting the written word as much. So I understand why bloggers are upset. I mean, there's college professors who say, I can't tell the difference. So I think it's going to change education. I think we're going to probably have to move back to kind of some of the old time oral like test, or have it really proxied and monitored. I don't know how much, like when writing essays for college, is going to work anymore. I also think I think it came out last week, there's somebody who has written a program that's supposedly able to detect AI copy, but then the AI is going to get better. So it's going to be a little bit of an arms race at the beginning. So I see it as like people are going to like, when they see a blog post, they're like, is that really is that real person? I don't think it can really tell a story yet, or be really, I mean, it can tell a story, but it can't be really personal, like personal stories. It's not really good at really good jokes and, and it can't build community. So I think it's an opportunity here. I love it because it's going to make live video and what we do and podcasting, you can't fake that now. Like you can't, I mean, we saw Maxine at the beginning, you showed that AI, which is great for, the eye contact stuff, but it still kind of looks a little,
Creepy.
uncanny valley.
Yeah,
If you watch it close,
yeah.
you're like, I mean, I love the translation thing because I think that opens it up to a lot more people.
Yes.
But if somebody's staring at the camera the entire time, that looks a little unnatural. You know what I mean? And they're, they move their head and they're, hey,
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
That's a little uncanny valley. So, but I think that they can't. An AI can't go and, hey, Doc Rock said better than fish, better than, Ecamm is great. You can't do that interaction with AI. So I think what we do and the industries that rely on that and are built around and are starting to grow up around live video and interacting and building community, I think it's a great time to show companies that, listen, we can build community. We can go in and talk to people and develop your audience and get you leads because we are real people and people trust us. They know when we have a bad hair day or we spill our water, on live camera. I mean, you can't fake that with AI. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yes.
So
Right.
I think but for like tasks, like I've been using it for my show is I say like, I had Eric Fisher on and I just needed I said, he was about productivity. I said, write me 10 questions about productivity. Great questions. I was able to change them up for my audience, but that saved me a bunch of time. And so using it as a tool instead of a cheat, I think people are going to be able to find out when you're cheating. But when you're using it as a tool, it's a whole different thing.
Absolutely.
For sure.
Absolutely.
For sure. Yeah. Yeah. This is okay. So the 2023 is the year of AI and we have already seen it. I mean,
It is.
Yeah.
it ended with AI and started with AI and it's
Yeah.
going to continue with AI with
And
all
get
the
better.
things. Yeah. All the things that we've been seeing. So what else can we expect, Jeff?
So, I mean, the AI stuff is going to be, huge, and everybody's talking about it. There's going to be some stuff that'll happen that'll be, in the negative thing. But I always look at things opportunity. So I just look how you can use it as a tool. The second thing I think is TikTok is going bonkers. It's not going away. It's going to still be the platform until either I still don't know what's going to happen with the United States, if they're going to end up they're banning it already in government institutions. Is it going to go back to schools? I mean, I'm sure that Facebook and YouTube are really hoping that they ban it. But I just don't know. That's a big uncertain for me. I think that type of video is here to stay. I mean, we're not ever going to get rid of vertical video. I think that there's going to be channels now that it's to me, TikTok, I know a lot of people argue that you can learn stuff there, but it's mostly an entertainment platform. My kids go there to laugh. They send me funny TikToks all the time. So I think we have kind of gotten away with, when we first started, it was social networking. I was able to talk to my friends. We'd come on, we'd form these groups and circles and, stuff like that, kind of like Facebook groups are doing now. It's moving into social media where it's entertainment. I don't really see my friends' stuff like I used to. It's from, the algorithms are sending me stuff. So once again, I think there's going to be a rise of platforms that develop community. To be honest, after I had Keely Dunn on my show, I think that Discord is the next app that's going to be where community is built because all of the young people are already using it. I say young people, but all the, the gamers are already using it. And it's millions and millions of Discord servers. They're used to it. They have community there. I think it's going to catch on and more people are going to adopt it because, a lot of people got into Facebook just to get in the Facebook groups because that's, I come in and check on what Ecamm's doing. I go into my Amazon selling groups and see what's going on there. I think we're going to have more communities develop on a third-party platform because everyone's kind of getting sick of Facebook. So, that's kind of one of the things, but I think TikTok, it's just going to be kind of a crapshoot if they're going to survive in the US. And if they do, are they going to break off to another company? But I see the segmenting of entertainment and like community kind of drifting apart and it's not social media anymore. So,
Yeah, and we have been seeing that happen. Let's go to the comments and see what's going on there. I see some popping up. Do we have any questions for Jeff about social media? Go ahead and feel free to write it in the comments.
Paul's got some great things about Discord. Yeah. So setting up a Discord is really key, but
yes.
Yeah.
Yes. For those of you who have not joined the Ecamm Discord server, you can join today at ecamm.tv/Discord.
Yes. Hello, Noel from Puerto Rico. Nice.
see you here.
Yes. So AI is one of the top 5 guards to ever play the game in the hated brand. Yeah. I mean, they had 2 sides. Everything has 2 sides.
Yeah.
So, people either take advantage of it or not.
Right. Yeah. And I think use it as a tool. I mean, I was using it used to be Jarvis and then it turned to Jasper. And I used that for a long time. And that was really helpful. I mean, it's really helpful. Like if you're making YouTube comments or like I do a lot of Amazon shopping things and being able to take those and create a script from that really easily. It's really nice. So if you use it as a tool, I think it's fine.
Yeah.
Yes.
We have a comment from Emily on LinkedIn, and she writes,
Oh.
the challenge with Discord is it is not set up for business. It is kind of what is it?
So I agree, Emily, because I think it's Emily Kroom. Is that her? Is that who's?
Yes. Mhm.
Yes. So hey, Emily, good to hear from you. One of the things with Discord, it can be overwhelming if it's set up in a wrong way. But Keely kind of walked me through it. I always thought Discord was Slack for gamers. Is what I
Mhm.
thought. I
Mhm.
thought it was like that. But the way, I mean, I know Mark Schaefer is using it, and Ecamm's using it, Doc's using it, and once people, people didn't know how to use Facebook. They didn't
Mhm.
when they first started. There's always a learning curve. There's always going to be people who are like, I can't do it. But if you, like Paul was saying, set the rules and join it and make it simple and walk them through it, people will go there if the content's there and the community is there.
Mhm.
There's an epidemic of loneliness that continues to grow. We're more connected than ever, but we're more lonely than ever. And so
Mhm.
I think onboarding these people and having them having a place to go where that community can happen, like we see in Ecamm's community, I think is going to be more and more important for companies and businesses and brands to do, because their competition's going to do it. And if
Mhm.
they don't do it, they're just going to lose out.
Yeah, and just as you mentioned earlier, because of all the AI generation and people doubting all these things, they're going to be looking for community. They're going to be
Hmm.
looking for
Right.
realness. So that is an incredible opportunity for all of us, right?
Right.
Who are building a community, to nurture that community, to welcome new members. So it's just right. It's teeter totter and go.
Yeah, I just really think more people are wanting this community, and what it's going to be is teaching them and training them how to do it and how to interact. Which Paul was saying, have a roles and rules and all that stuff wherever you're sending them, and people will migrate there once you show them the way. You know what? And AI I have a feeling, is going to help do that. You could
Mhm.
easily have a bot even now help people move off of Facebook into a Discord channel if you set it up right. I mean, there's tools that can help people do that, and I think that's just going to be, just use it as a tool and then use it to build community. That's what I
Mhm.
would do. Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah. So let's talk of what else. What else? Because I know, 2023 is a whole year, right?
Yeah. So this, now I didn't come up with this, but I ran across this and I went, oh, this is really probably true, and I'd love to know this community's take on this. But one of the places I was reading said that closed captioning will be the default on social video. So the Maxine was already showing how we could have different languages, come in through there,
Mhm.
but that everything's going to have captions, real time
Mhm.
captions. And I thought, you know what? I mean, when I repurpose stuff, I do that, and I burn them in so they're always there. But I can see it being that way. I know Facebook is pretty bad with some of its auto translation stuff. But I see that one, it's going to be for accessibility, so more people can have it. It's
Mhm.
going to be important for the, that they have, those keywords are going to be able to be found in the actual transcript for, being surfaced in the algorithm. So there's a lot of great things that I think can come of that. But I really hadn't thought about that. I want to know what you guys think is, um, if you're going to start using it on all your videos, which I thought, I don't know. That's really interesting about putting it on everything.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
most people don't do it on YouTube, but I'm seeing it more and more.
Mhm.
Yeah. What do
So
you think?
I, you know, for example, the latest Ecamm beta update
Mhm.
includes now closed captioning for LinkedIn
Mhm.
Live, which is
Mhm.
great. It doesn't hurt, in my opinion, right?
Mhm.
It's because it's a great accessibility feature. Speaking of that, Doc just said it as well. So it's a great accessibility feature,
Mhm.
right? Because you can
yeah,
also you can watch, you can listen, but you can read too.
Right.
Me myself for years it's like I can't live without captions when I'm watching a show. So the same
so
applies
now
for
on a
live
show
streams.
now I'll push back, because my wife and I fight about this all the time, because I'm like, I don't mind watching something I've already seen before with captions on, but if it's new, I'm like, I want the movie experience. I don't want
Okay,
I'm with
okay.
that's something that I was gonna say. I'm with you, Jeff. It depends on the content that I'm
right
watching, right?
now.
Because
If it's a
sometimes
British TV show, I'm like, I don't know what they're saying. If Doc's talking, sometimes it's not even Doc when he's talking Japanese. When he starts doing his Hawaiian stuff, like, I'm like, I need the captions, Doc.
We need the
You know what I
captioning
mean?
for that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but I do enjoy a caption when I'm just scrolling and I just want to see what's
Mhm.
going on before I actually turn audio on.
Right.
I'm good with that. But if for a movie or different content, sometimes it just, in my opinion, it just gets on the way. But
Right.
it is great to have the option for those who
Mhm.
need it. So I can
Now,
see that happening.
for social video, the stat that I ran across was that 85% of social media videos are watched without sound.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
that for me, for all my repurposing, like when you guys come on my show, Social Media News Live, what we'll do is I'll take a bunch of clips from our talk and I'll repurpose those of you answering a question. They're just great little clips. All those will have burning captions and I'll put them there because I know people are flipping through there and seeing, and they may be in church or something, watching their phone, and they don't want, me blasting out there loud,
In
but
church.
they can read it. You know what I
Yep.
mean? So I think that would work. So that's why I
Yeah.
do it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, they're useful. They're definitely useful. It's great to have. Okay, so my question is, what do you think about blogs? How do you think blogs are going to do now that AI assistants are completely
Mhm.
out in the open? And believe it or not, some people still don't know about it, right? It's gonna take some
Yeah.
time. But what do you think about it? Like, will we be seeing more um, rich content now that AI is out? AI assistant and blogs will be longer,
Right.
or what do you think about?
I think there's going to be people who are going to try to make a shortcut and just have it write it for them. And
Mm,
those won't do very well. I think the
mhm.
ones that are going to take time and tell personal stories, call back to their audience, writing things out. If I was a blogger, I'd be a little nervous. I mean,
Yeah.
I have a blog, but I mean, like, that's what I did for a living. I think, like newsletters, a lot of people are going to Substack and doing a lot of newsletters through there. That to me is once again an aspect of community. Like those people are going into those and subscribing to those newsletters because they want to hear from you.
Mhm.
Like a couple that I subscribe to, Ann Handley has an incredible newsletter. I've read hers for years, and there's a style and a personality about Ann that an AI could not fake.
Mhm.
Another one that I read every day is Morning Brew, and it's this mix of news and culture, and it's funny, and it's got business stuff, and an AI couldn't really generate that. So I think once again, if you're trying to make a shortcut, now, to be honest, I'll take like my transcript of my show and say, write a blog post about this, summarize it, because I just want it to be on my page quickly. That is to me is like a tool that I can
Mhm.
use, that then I can, kind of embellish it. But I'm not really going for community. I'm just having it as a space for SEO on my page. So I'm using it as a tool, not as a community or, it's for my show and my podcast. So it's a little bit different. But if you're a blogger and people are, they're coming to your content because you've been blogging for a long time, I don't think that it's a good idea to start using AI to just start writing your content. So once again, I think it's going to be coming down to trust. If people get a
Mhm.
sniff or a whiff of that, like that doesn't sound like Jeff, I'm
Mhm.
like, I think they're going to probably not continue to visit.
Mm.
Yeah.
I
And
mean,
it just
Google's worried. They're worried about this stuff.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
yeah.
And so what do you think Google is worried?
I think they're worried because there's a couple things, and we mentioned TikTok before. They're worried that people are searching now for stuff on TikTok, which they don't like because they want to keep it on their platform. And the other thing is I think Google's worried about the SEO stuff. Like, is this chat GPT good enough to fool their algorithm? So, like I said, I think there's going to be an arm race for a while where there's going to be like, Google's probably going to buy a company that I have a feeling that can detect the AI content, and then it's like, okay, but are people reading that AI content? I mean, it's just going to be this weird thing for a while as we figure it out. But I think they're really worried because if I can go into Chat GPT and have them write code and do searches in there and search inside of Chat GPT. Now, right now, it used the internet to learn, but it's cut off from the internet. It's a closed system. I think it's like 2 years behind. So you can't ask it like the latest Maverick score. It won't be able to tell you that.
Mhm.
But um, once that gets unleashed out into the world where you can do that, why would I go to Google when I can have this chat person that can remember the stuff that I said before? Because I mean, I can be writing stuff and go, hey, by the way, go and take that part out where I mentioned this and rewrite it, and it will do it.
Mhm.
So why would I go to Google when I can just have one window and just open it and ask it questions? So
Yep.
they're really nervous.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh my God. I mean, exciting though. I
It
mean,
is.
exciting. And
Yeah,
I'm pretty
it's
sure
opportunity.
Yes, it
this
is.
is going to push Google to, with the time, it's like, okay, what do we need to do now? It's something that they perhaps they probably had an idea that this was going to happen. I mean, they had to have it, but now like this is here and now they're like, oh shoot. And they're reacting to it. So
Yeah,
that, yeah.
Doc says they can already detect it. I think that, but the AI will get better, and so I just think it's
Yeah.
going to be an arms race, is what
Mhm.
it's going to be. Like,
Mhm.
who can, and is a college professor going to run every essay through a detection
Right.
system?
Right. Yeah.
I mean, it's just,
Yeah, and it's a
it's
good
tough.
an interesting point that you mentioned, Jeff, about maybe they go back to oral
Yeah, oral
exams and things
arguments
like
and
that,
stuff.
right?
Yeah,
It's
Right.
like because this you cannot fake that. You
no,
have
yeah. I mean, I could and they've said that they can't tell. I mean, and there was this. It was a big article about somebody was writing cover letters for an interview, and they had the chat GPT do it, and they said they would have given those. They said it was lacking personality, but we would have given them each a call in to talk with them.
Mm.
And it was all fake by chat GPT.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
crazy.
Yeah.
yeah.
And
Dan, that's for you, Dan. If you're in the comments, that was all for you because he wrote a whole a question of a poll on LinkedIn
Mhm.
about is it okay to use AI to write cover letter, right?
So the other thing that's really interesting about those images that are generated by AI and also the copy, supposedly, and this is what Mitch Jackson, who's kind of a big social media lawyer, you can't copyright it. So technically, if you wrote a novel with Chat GPT, you can't copyright that because you didn't really write it, and it was written by something else that's not sitting it yet. So we're going to Skynet. So that was something that he was warning about, like you can't copyright those images and you can't really copyright that copy that you're writing because it's not legal to do that yet. So
Yeah,
that's
I'm
going to be
pretty
another thing
sure.
that we decide.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure there will be some loopholes around there because, for example, you're using your creativity, you have your character development, and you did that yourself, and you just use the AI assistant to help you write it and arrange and
Mhm.
things like that. That is your property. You actually came up with the idea. So how do they
That
measure that?
I don't know. That's the thing. I mean, they don't even know how to bill
Yeah.
creators for taxes right now. They still don't know how to figure that out. You know, this is like the brand new stuff. This won't be solved for another 10 years,
Oh,
and
for
then
Right.
it'll move
sure.
on to something else. They're so behind. But yeah, so
Yeah.
as of now, the stuff that you write can't be copyrighted
Yeah. Oh,
by
wow.
chance.
Okay.
So from what he was saying as a lawyer, so kind of scary stuff. But it's all changing. So
It is.
Yeah. So from the days of front page, what was it that you used to use
yes,
to,
I
right?
remember front page,
Front
Microsoft front
page.
page. Yeah.
Yep.
Right? From the days of front page to now, I mean,
Yeah. Now it'll write code for you, which blows my
right.
mind that you can have it write code. I mean, it's not just text. The stuff that can do, you can give it text and say write 5 bullet points. I mean,
Mhm.
Yeah.
it's natural language. You're just typing in questions. And like I said, that's why Google's so worried. And Doc says
Yeah.
there's no original
Right.
ideas. That's right.
Yeah, well,
So
Skynet.
Skynet.
yes, I know exactly. They're coming for you. And I think that the last one that I wanted to make sure to tell you that I think, and I think it ties into some of the stuff that Ecamm's doing, is I really think, because I've seen it and I'm making money with it, is the rise of social selling and live selling, like on platforms like Amazon and Walmart has their influencer program coming out. Best Buy is supposed to be having one. Target's supposed to be running something with having live shopping percentage. And I think this rise of AI and the stuff where we're trying to build community, it ties into what a lot of what we do and what the audience does as well as the community aspect. I know Amazon, when they first started doing their influencer program, they had a bunch of like big shot influencers, famous people come, and they came on and they didn't know how to sell, and it bombed. And then when they started getting like normal people who actually use the product and can actually talk about it on a live kind of thing, it kind of exploded, and they started opening up that program. And so I've been doing it for about 6 months, and it's a big deal. It's like the Wild West right now, but it's huge in China already, and brands here are now they're seeing the value of it. And I think there's going to be a lot more live selling. There's going to be people who are in this audience that are going to be needed if they don't want to be on camera, that they're going to be needed to live produce this kind of stuff, because once again, community is super important. Knowing the people that are talking to you and being able to trust them. Like, I'm not going to, like, Doc's not going to get on here and tell me that some light that he has that somebody sent him is really, really good if it really isn't, because I trust Doc. He's going to tell me that this is a piece of garbage. Don't buy it unless you want to look stupid on camera. He'll be really blunt. And that's why we like Doc, because he tells us these things. And brands see that. And you don't have to be a huge influencer to get these deals for brands to pay you to do this stuff. They're starting to see they want real live people who can kind of do this stuff, no matter how many followers they have, as long as it can sell product. And so I see that's going to be a really awesome opportunity for people moving forward in 2023. I think it's going to continue to grow. They're opening up programs. I mean, Amazon just came up is they've slowly been releasing this app called Inspire, which is kind of like TikTok, but only on Amazon's app. And influencers, like my stuff is already showing up in there, and I didn't do anything. And so doing live shopping video with vertical, all this kind of stuff is going to start really rolling out really, really heavy. And that's what's Ecamm so great. So you didn't know you can do that vertical video on Ecamm and chop it up. So when I do my Amazon videos, is I do a version that is the regular 16:9, and then I also do one for 9:16 for all the other platforms. And it's really easy to do with Ecamm.
Yeah, it is.
Absolutely.
It is so easy. And then it's just the live selling and how easy they're making it, right? Because you just mentioned that. You're like, okay, I didn't have to do anything. You obviously
Right.
you uploaded your content, and your content is good, right? And then it's being pushed by Amazon. So that's
Yeah.
nice. Yeah.
And if you're not, you look at the Dealcasters. Are some of my favorite. Jim and Chris at the Dealcasters. They are amazing to help with Amazon live shopping. But there's a lot of people in the Ecamm community that do it and use Ecamm for that. But it's an opportunity. I would really seriously look at that. It's an investment of time, but I have never uploaded a YouTube video and made money the next day. I have with Amazon.
Ooh,
So
okay. There you go.
yeah.
You're like,
Yeah.
looking for it.
Yeah.
But do you think it will be the same? I know you are what do you call it? Mainly Pinterest
Oh,
tips,
the Pinterest.
right?
Yeah.
Is it gonna
So
be the
Pinterest is
same?
Pinterest is a visual search engine. It's more of a Google than it is a social platform.
Mm.
And so that they're really pushing live. They actually have Pinterest TV now that I just sent an application for. So I'm not really sure how you make money with it yet, other than doing brand partnerships, but they are still continuing to grow. They still have, there's no fake news over there. There's nothing, it's all about dreaming and inspiring. And so it's a visual search engine is the way you need to think about Pinterest. But I've liked it. I've used it for years. And I still think there's opportunity there because it drives a ton of traffic. And
Yeah.
you can have Amazon links on your stuff.
And there we
Yes.
go. Yeah, because I see a lot
Mhm.
of the, they have their own links, and then it takes you out of the
Yeah.
app.
And a lot of people are putting their
Right.
TikTok stuff over there. And they're doing pretty well. They have video pins now. Like I said, they have this new Pinterest Live TV, which is kind of interesting that I'm still not sure about yet. But yeah, there's this live selling, and you can do. I'm in a small little portable building out in my back pasture, and so you can do this stuff from anywhere, and you don't have to have a ton of equipment. You can do it with Ecamm and your phone if you want to use that as your camera. In fact, little secret, when I'm filming my Amazon videos, if you look at them, I always have myself in a little corner, and you see a top-down shot of me talking about a product. I'm using my phone and Ecamm. I put it up here at the top. There's a little, I could probably bring it down. There's a little mount right here that I
Okay.
just have my phone hooked up to, and I use the Shoot app, which Adrian Salisbury recommended in one of the trainings, and I use that to shoot multiple cameras. And here's another little secret hack for you. If you're shooting product videos and if you're using the Ecamm beta, because they have the ISO video, and if you have the Max Silicone, it will split up your video. It makes it so easy to repurpose because you have a video track of up here, which is your product shot, and you have a product shot, a shot of you talking about the product, and you can easily repurpose it using Descript and all that stuff for multiple different platforms.
Ecamm,
Oh, yeah.
Ecamm, just listen.
Yeah, see? Yeah.
Yeah. That's we have
He said pasture. What would you say, Doc? I don't even want to know.
we have so to fit.
Add Lynn from Lynn.
Yeah, from Lynn. Lynn. Hi.
As past HR pro, we started in the 90s to scan and exclude resumes before recruiters saw them. And systems scanned the written resumes and applications long before our humans gave a person a chance. A machine had already disqualified the applicant.
Yeah. I mean, I'm glad I don't have to look for a job.
Right? Exactly.
Andrea. Welcome, Andrea.
Andrea, thank you. And Lionel says, this guy is the real deal.
Absolutely.
Hey.
Oh, thanks.
It must be your beard.
I don't know. Like I said, it's hard to glue it on in the morning.
But speaking of that, though, you know what I asked ChatGPT? So I gave him the input. So Jeff's mom told him that not to make that face, or he will get stuck with that face, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then give me a funny question for him. And then ChatGPT said, where was it? What advice would your mother give if she had the chance to provide guidance to young entrepreneurs today? And that was supposed to be funny, but let's answer that question.
So what it was? What advice would my mom? What advice would my mom tell me for young entrepreneurs today? Is that what it was? Okay.
What advice would your mom give young entrepreneurs?
So probably the same thing she gave me, and she didn't really think I was an entrepreneur. Well, I guess I was mowing grass and stuff in my pasture, Doc. It would probably be the same thing. It's like treat others like you want to be treated, and always tell the truth and show up when people ask you to be there. That my son, he's 23 and he's entering the work field, and I said, you will be ahead of most everybody else if you just show up on time and do what you're told to do, because some people just don't show up. They just don't show up, and be consistent. That was the other thing. My parents were very consistent in their work and their lives and how they taught and loved me, and so they were always there. So that's the same thing as with any business. You need to show up, do the work, tell the truth, and be transparent. Like that's kind of the rules for me. I've never separated the personal and business. There's not two Jeffs.
Right.
The same dude
core.
shows up
It's
for
in your
everything.
core.
Yeah. The same guy shows up for everything. So
yeah. Good job, mom and dad. I mean,
That's right. They did all right. Yeah.
So we have a question from.
Yeah, we have a Q colon from Sohan. What are your thoughts on Ustream to build a community?
So I've looked at Ustream. I think it's a good platform. I think it's the one that actually gives you transcripts, maybe. Anyway, the thing is, it's going to be if it's easy for people to onboard and it's easy for you to upkeep and that you're consistent. And so that's the big thing about any platform. I don't care if it's circle.io. I don't care if it's Discord or whatever. Is it easy for people to get on, and are you able to move them on there and be consistent? So you just can't say, hey, I'm having a community, and you set up something on Discord and then don't do anything. Like Doc's super active. I mean, I don't know what time it is in Honolulu or wherever he's at, but I mean, it's probably late or early or whatever. It's all jacked up over there, but he's showing up and he's being part of the community. So like, even when you're not the moderator or you're not the host or whatever, you still need to show up. I mean, it's the reason I haven't done a community, because it's a lot of work. I mean, I have my show and that's my community on Fridays, but I don't have like a platform. So I would just tell Sohan that, whatever platform you're using, people have had success with tons of different platforms if they show up in a consistent and make it easy for people, and then love on the people that are in there. Like, find your super fans and love up them and, really highlight them, bring them on your show, talk to them, and just keep at it. That's the thing. I don't think it really matters what platform, as long as it has those type of things.
Yeah. And speaking of highlighting, right? Speaking of all of that, we're gonna have to announce a Vlogmas winner of right. Even though we haven't seen her in the comments, we're gonna have to announce her, and we also have a trivia that we will love your opinion on afterwards, Jeff, to see, because there's a controversy about topics like this, and you guys will see. So our winner, the Vlogmas winner of the MV7 is Tatiana Rodriguez. Yay!
Congratulations, Tatiana.
Congratulations, Tatiana.
When you catch the replay.
Yay! Right? And the way what she did was she did Vlogmas for the entire month of December, and she was even on vacation, and she actually posted from vacation.
Yes.
Right? All dedication, and then there she is. So congratulations to you, Tatiana. And to claim your prize, you send an email to marketing@ecamm.com, marketing@ecamm.com. Congratulations again. All right. So now we have the trivia. So this is how the trivia works. This is for an Ecamm $25 gift card. So you will be able to get anything that you would like to get with a $25, with your $25, right? If you want something more, you apply it. And we have some really cool stuff in the merch store. Let's see what we have at the merch store, Mr. Fuljens Henry. Oh, that's an amazing grid. That grid is actually. There it is. Just took a little
that grid. You can win the grid.
Yeah, that grid
is actually available at our extra store, AnnaandFuljens.store/extras. You could download the grid for free there.
It helps you design inside of Ecamm amazingly. So here we go. This is the Ecamm store.
I would go for the Ecamm pullover hoodie. So put the credit towards that. That marigold heather is awesome.
Katie was actually wearing it, and it looked really good.
Yeah,
that was good. And obviously, there's the amazing coffee that everyone keeps talking about. Is the ENN Morning Brew?
Yes.
The cup is in the works, so you will be that will be announced and revealed.
Yes, and tons more.
Yes, so that would be for that. So the trivia question is.
All right, so how we doing this today? Because like last week you had some specific.
I did, but you did it all by yourself, and I'm so proud of you.
Are we doing that again, or are we? Is it first to answer?
Yes, we're gonna do it. You have one question only, right?
We have three questions.
Three questions.
Because I thought we were gonna do process of elimination again.
Let's do process of elimination. So go ahead and explain.
All right, so the first two, we're gonna bring two people into the round. So the first two people to answer the first question correctly will advance onto the next round. And you have 3 rounds. So whoever answers correctly in the round 2, if those two people, one of them answers wrong in round 2, then it's over.
Right.
But if we get a tie, then we're gonna have a tiebreaker. We have a third question as a tiebreaker.
Yes. So Jeff, while we do this, you will have to think about a question yourself so that you can, when you come back, you're gonna do that one. Yes.
Okay. A bonus. Another bonus.
A bonus question about social media and the trends. Anything that you want, someone answers it without Googling, and they get a gift card as well. Here we go.
And then the quiz ninja will return at another time. Right now, we're going to go into social media quiz-tery. Let's go. All right. So once again, the first 2 answers that we get, the first 2 correct answers are going to move on to the next round. And let's start. The term social media was first used on an online media environment called Napster, Friendster, or Matisse. No chat GPT allowed.
Yes, Paul. Let's see. This is my exercise song.
That's funny. That is so funny.
Ooh. Boogie, boogie, boogie. You guys don't Google this thing. everybody. Left and right. All right, we're almost done.
10 more seconds.
10 more seconds. And left and right. And
All right. So let's see. We
have one.
Yeah, we have actually one winner. We have
Yes.
one winner. And so we're going to go back to that scene. Going to go back to the trivia. Where is that? The correct answer is Matisse. The term social media was coined by Daryl Berry and first used in 1994 in DocsTurf on an online media environment called Matisse.
Yeah, look at that. What do you think about that, Jeff? I mean, was that because there are different
I don't even
things,
know if I
right?
knew that. Like, I knew Napster and Friendster, but I didn't know Matisse. I thought that was a red herring that was just thrown in there, like, oh, we'll throw a word in.
But there's other research that says it somewhere else, but the majority of them says that it was.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Daryl Berry coined it in '94. It was a Matisse. And so the winner is Lion Flood.
Yeah, but
Lion
we
Flood.
got Ballard Vibes who did it right after. So to continue, no, we're
Lion
good.
Flood,
Okay,
you
Lion
are
Flood.
the winner. You won the $25 merge gift card. Contact marketing@ecamm.com. Marketing@ecamm.com. Congratulations, Lion.
Congratulations. And you guessed, Ballard. Listen, good job. Good. Follow your instinct for Jeff question, okay? Let's do this, Jeff. We're gonna put you on big screen and go
right.
on with your question.
All right, so my show last week was about Pinterest. We had Kate all on; she was great. So if you missed that, go to socialnewslive.com and check out the last one, all about Pinterest. If you don't know it, but a lot of places are actually using data from Pinterest. In fact, a lot of my Amazon seller stuff will pull stuff from the Pinterest trends, and it's really deep and it's really robust. But what is the URL to find the Pinterest trends? They have a short URL that you can go to. Does anybody know?
Oh, okay. The URL for Pinterest trends.
Yeah. And if you haven't checked it out, you really need to. I'll give it in a minute. We'll see if anybody gets it.
Yeah.
But what it allows you to do is actually see a whole year of what is trending on Pinterest. And then a lot of smart sellers are actually seeing what that happens because it usually hits before the big holidays. Like it's usually 3 or 4 months before Christmas, stuff starts trending on Pinterest and they can go and see what's trending, what's selling, and they can use that data to help boost their sales. So
and there's
this was a
something
tough
like
one.
that. Yeah, it's very tough, Jeff. I don't know what's up, but
I
I'm
know.
pretty sure.
I know.
That's a good one.
I'm pretty sure they will.
That's a good one.
All right, hey, we have what 30 seconds on the clock,
Yes.
and do we have the song, the exercise song?
Exercise
Let's do
song.
the exercise song.
It's hard, but it's easy. So I'll give that little thing. So it's
Yeah,
not
I was like,
that
I want to guess. Like, I want to guess afterwards and see. So everyone, here we go. So what is the Pinterest URL for finding what is trending? Okay, so and the song would be, you have.
It's so hard finding a song.
No,
in here
it's
under-
no.
under-
Why
under
is it
pressure.
hard? Why is it hard?
There's a
No, let me tell you why it's hard because he didn't add it to the folder.
No, it's there. It's
No,
there.
no,
That's not it.
it's not. Okay, so here we go.
Nope, not pin
No,
trends. That's a
not
good one
it.
though.
Okay.
No.
Let's keep going. Is she close though? Is she a little close?
No.
No.
Not at
Sorry,
all.
Gretchen.
Not at all. Sorry, Gretchen.
Okay, what else? Who else do we have? Yes, Gretchen, that's great. That's great. Keep guessing, everyone.
Good guess.
because
Good guess.
Good
That
guess.
was a good guess because
Don't overthink it. Don't overthink it.
I mean, it could be as easy as no, but you said it wasn't. She wasn't even close. So let's see what else. So it's a two. It's a 2 words, Jeff.
Let me. It's. It's 2 words.
2 words.
words.
Okay. Does it have the word Pinterest in it?
It does.
Okay.
Paul
Does
knows,
it
but
have
he can't
the
answer.
Paul,
Paul, you know it? Oh shoot.
don't say anything.
Remember our first
The first letter is a
right?
T. The first letter is a T.
The
No,
first letter is a tree. A T.
Not
okay.
a tree, a T. Yeah.
T.
Okay, T.
I'm in the back faster.
The first letter is a T. Come gosh.
Yes.
Okay. There we go, Ballard Jane. I'm Ballard Vibes. The first letter is a T. Wow, we're already over time. Hey, that was pretty.
All right,
yeah.
it's trends.pinterest.com.
Look at that. I mean,
it was simple, but trends.pinterest.com. And if you haven't checked it out, go look at it because it is really, really cool. You can get a bunch of insights on it.
so Gretchen, you were close. You just have to flip it. Kind of. But right? That was okay. Trends.pinterest.com.
And so what you can actually do is you can actually search keywords on there, but you can see what's actually trending right now, what's trending in the United States, the weekly change, monthly change, yearly trend, the growing trends. You can set different interests and keywords. It's a really powerful tool. So
Yeah, I do believe Google has something similar to it.
Nails are
they
trending.
probably stole it from Pinterest. Yeah.
Yeah, the nails, all the I mean, Pinterest is all about cool stuff. I go to Pinterest when I want to find those things out. So definitely.
Yeah.
So do you get a lot of people on your Pinterest looking for like
So I have about 1 million views on my Pinterest channel a month. I have
wow.
about 40,000 followers. I've been doing it for a while, but yeah, it's one of the cool things about it. It's not, like I said, it's no fake news or anything. It's where people go to plan, discover, and, kind of be inspired. And so it's not really a social network. It's just stuff to like, I'm looking to build a party barn out in my back pasture. And, I'm looking for plans. I'm looking at plans on Pinterest. And so I just
Okay.
search it and it shows up and I can go click on it and get, the plans and kind of look at the layouts and all sorts of things. So for that kind of stuff, it's really, really cool. And recipes, of course, and
Right.
food, and which I'm all about.
Decorations,
All of that.
outfits, all that stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
everything. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's awesome. All right, everyone. So do you have any other questions for Jeff regarding social media trends or even tips on video production? Because Jeff is incredible at video production as well.
Thank you.
Yeah. So and you are an incredible speaker. You have been in social media conference, right, in San Diego, right? You've been there.
Yeah.
So So any questions that you have, please feel free to ask Jeff.
Yeah.
And again, Jeff, you mentioned your channels, but can you go ahead and mention them again, please?
Yeah, the best place to find me, I'm Jeff C everywhere, and that's S is in Sam, IEH. That's I before E, and especially in C. That's how my mom made me memorize it. And then socialmedianewslive.com. That's where we do our Friday show every week. And we talk. We've had great guests. Like Doc has been on there before. Well, he's been on there twice. So he's great. You guys are coming on the show in, I think, 2 weeks.
Yes.
So very, very excited about that. So we've got some great guests. If there's something about social or marketing or business, if you search that podcast, this is going to be our 3rd year we've been doing this. So we've got quite a nice back catalog that you can check out, but tons of great advice from our guests, and we would love to see you there.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, that's gonna be fun. We are looking forward
Absolutely.
to. We're definitely looking forward to.
Yeah.
And
And
Katie.
this Friday.
Yeah, Katie's our
Yeah,
own
Katie's this
Katie.
Friday. Yeah.
Yes.
It's gonna be Katie.
She's-
It's Katie's a machine now. Katie's like, yeah,
She
right.
she is a marketing machine. So
I love
she
it.
does big stuff. Yeah. It's a great
Yeah.
company. Like I said, that the community for Ecamm is like a model. If you want to know, there's some questions about community and things to do, what platforms and stuff. I look at to Ecamm. There's 2 people I recommend. It's the Ecamm's community, and then my friend Lou Mangello, who runs in WDW Radio, which is all about Disney. He's an OG podcaster. His live shows get like 500 people watching them, but it's all based from his community, and he's a genius when it comes to that. So those are 2 people. If you're looking to build your own community or how to do it, I'd look at Lou Mangello at WDW Radio, and then Ecamm with Doc stuff and everybody in there. This show, all the stuff. I mean, it really is kind of you look at it as a workbook on how to create community for yourself.
Yes. Okay. So we thank you, Jeff, for all of that. And thank you all for being here with us and asking your questions and engaging in the comments. One thing that we would like to know, though, that we're trying to figure it out, and I want you to help me with that, is to write in the comments, not write, but use emojis in the comments. Remember when I was telling you this? Go ahead and translate it for me.
Translate it for you. Use an emoji for the fruit of where you come from, right?
Yeah.
But I think that will mostly apply to like a United States. So, for example, Georgia Peach.
No, but for example, Puerto
or
Rico
maybe a
has
specific-
mangoes.
Okay.
right? So you would put mangoes from Puerto Rico, and
Or
then
specific food.
Jeff, where are you located?
So I'm in Texas, but I grew up in Kansas. So I don't know if you went in the birthplace or where we're living at now.
Where you're at right now?
Texas. Okay, what would I put for Texas?
What
Probably
is
beef.
Tex-
Right, beef.
Beef and barbecue.
Yeah.
Barbecue.
Okay,
Yeah.
so beef and barbecue, and then we were trying to guess it, but I mean it's not gonna. But you get so Paul is putting a corn. So the corn is well, we know where Paul is
Iowa.
at, but-
Iowa. has-
Iowa?
what's- we had corn in Kansas. Are you from Kansas, Paul? That'd be kind of
Right, and we will try guessing
What
it.
are you not telling us, Paul?
Right? So for example, for in the Dominican Republic, we have a lot of fruit. But for example, I love mango, so I would have used mango, right?
It was Iowa.
It was Iowa?
Yeah.
Oh,
Iowa, yeah.
nice. Look at you. Okay. Look at you, Jeff. All right, everybody, just write your I was gonna say write your corn. write the fruit or the food that where you live in the state. So let's see. Pig. Okay.
North Carolina.
North Carolina.
Yes,
So
thank you
pig
for,
or
Thank you for
bacon?
adding the because I'm not guessing.
I know that pig. No, but wait, North Carolina is a bacon or is it pork? Or is it like something for example,
It's-
New Orleans would be jambalaya, right?
Mhm.
Or it could be North Carolina barbecue, pulled pork. That's
Yeah.
from
Oh
North Carolina. It's
yeah,
really good.
that's
yeah.
true. David Hunt, a mango. So
I wonder what Doc's gonna put from where he's from.
he
That's what I
already
wanna
put
know.
something. He put Terry
Black's barbecue.
He's talking about. I think it's Texas barbecue. Terry barbecue.
Oh,
Is it?
okay.
Doc is okay. There you go. Doc is coming. Gretchen adds crabs, and apples.
Crabs and apples.
Crab apples. Crab apples.
Oh, crab apples.
Crab apple.
Okay.
Crab apples.
Crab
Right.
and
We had those in Kansas.
Where's
Maybe
that?
Maryland.
We have our NYC folk in the building. This goes without saying. with the-
Yes.
with the
Yeah,
apples.
for upstate we would have apples. Okay, apple, and then Doc has oh my gosh,
Pineapples,
pineapple.
coconut, and fresh
Yeah.
fish.
Yes. Oh my gosh, pineapple. Oh, those are. I
I'm
would be
hungry
so
now. I haven't
ready.
eaten yet.
Right, exactly, right.
Some sushi.
Right, Ballard Vibes is barbecue. Okay, barbecue. Okay, so that was the pig, was the barbecue.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
North
All
Carolina barbecue. They have a more of a what's vinegar-based sauce, I believe, instead of Kansas City is more of tomato.
Oh wow. Okay.
I know my
Look at
barbecue
you,
here in
look at
Texas.
you.
so-
Yeah, I guess so.
Barbecue
Okay.
connoisseur.
Wait, crab and apples, Washington. Okay. Okay.
Chopped barbecue.
Chopped
Ballad
bar-
vibes is
Oh,
being
yeah.
very descriptive now.
You have to think. New York City,
North
you
Carolina
got rats?
tobacco. NYC is rads.
Oh my gosh, Rizzo. Okay, so we will define this, but it was, yeah, we couldn't have guessed it. We couldn't have guessed it because it's so, but I guess
Yeah.
it was like, yeah. All right, thank you so much for
I
participating.
did not know avocado is the fruit state of California.
Oh, nice.
I
Okay.
didn't know that.
Yeah.
Good to know.
I thought
Remember
we were
that one
importing them
time
all
when
from Mexico is what I thought we were. Didn't we have avocados from Mexico was a big Super Bowl commercial? I didn't know it was from California.
Right.
right? And remember that
State
one
food,
time that they were saying that there will be no avocados from Mexico?
Yeah,
Remember
because it
that?
was like
Remember that.
there was like a big drug cartels. They were like stealing all the avocados because they're worth so much money.
Wow.
no
that's-
avocados for
no
you.
avocados for you.
Yes, true.
Okay. Nopalitos, Cactus, Arizona.
Nice.
So nopalitos is what kind of food is that? That looks, Arizona will be a great place to visit
Mhm.
for food.
Yeah.
Okay, Valor in Seattle. Okay.
North Carolina.
North Carolina. Okay. See, okay. Thank you so much, everybody, for participating in this because we love food.
This is
and we
fun.
want to
Yeah.
right?
I'm going to have
Okay.
to steal this from my show. I'm going to have everybody put their food and icons. Yeah.
Right, exactly.
Right? Is the state fruit,
But
but
most
must
come from
come-
Mexico.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Yeah. Good to know. Very good to
Yeah,
know.
very good to know. Avocados are great. Okay, so Jeff, do you have any last minute advice for all of us moving into, for the rest of the year that you would like to share?
Since a lot of us are content creators and we're putting stuff out there, a lot of video creators, one of the things I see, especially for smaller companies, solopreneurs, it's going to be more and more important to repurpose your content because of the algorithms. Not everybody's seeing it. And if I see a lot of people putting out content, but they're not squeezing all the juice out of it that they should. So repurposing is really, really important to me. Ecamm makes that, like I've talked about earlier in the show, makes it super easy, especially with the beta having the isolated tracks that you can have for podcasts and also now for video. But being able to repurpose things and then using a tool like the script, which is we didn't even talk about, but is so stinking amazing. It is also AI based with some of the stuff in there, but being able to use it easily and repurpose that stuff. So don't get rid of your content so early. Don't just post it and leave it alone. Keep it going, keep recycling it, getting it to that new audience. Use it to build community, use it to ask questions, continue to put it out there, and do that in 2023. I think it's going to be even more important than before.
Yeah, that's really good advice. Thanks for sharing. Really, really good because it's true. I mean, we spend a lot of time producing content
Right.
and the content is good. So let's just continue to, but like you can use, and we hear this all the time from all of the boot camp that Ecamm had, all of the, most of the master classes, that's what they keep mentioning and suggesting. Repurpose.
Yes,
You can have a whole month of repurposing with one show.
Video
right?
first.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
With
Yep.
all of that, which is
Exactly.
incredible. And another thing, everyone, that's coming that's really hot is LinkedIn. LinkedIn has done some major updates. And next week we have the very own John Esperian. He is a LinkedIn nerd, and he's actually going to just talk to us about LinkedIn, what's happening, what we can expect, and how we can make our profiles better. So that is next week with John Esperian. And here he is, in case you have seen him. Here it is. And it's going to be next week talking all about LinkedIn. So stay tuned for that. We will see you next Monday. All right, everyone. So thank you so much for being here with us. Jeff, you were incredible. Thank you so
Yes.
much.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Of course. Yeah. And we look forward to being in your show as well.
Yes. Thank you, Jeff.
Yeah. Okay. All right, everybody. We will see you next Monday. And remember that we are on Friday on Building Blocks. We're going to be designing incredible overlays and just going over the trends that you can expect on 2023 when it comes to graphics, music, and etc. This is for Building Blocks this Friday at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then we have Doc following, and he's going to be talking all about Ecamm Live. So if you want to know some incredible tips and tricks that you might not know, or if you already know them, you can find the shortcuts for it. That is on Ecamm Live demo at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Friday. And tomorrow we have
The Flow with Doc and Katie. And this is all about bringing in guests into your video podcast, whether you're just starting out or you already have it. Definitely, this is the show for you to pick up some extra pro tips along the way.
That is right. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for being here with us. My name is Anna He.
And I'm Fuljens Henry.
And you're watching Ecamm Network News and Entertainment. Bye-bye. Have a good night.
Peace.